Here with Jackson Lee, goalkeeper for Rhode Island FC. Jackson, welcome back. We want to talk to you first off and foremost. How was the result against the Hearts of Pine? It was a spectacular game. It was your first kind of time on the pitch for the season. What was going through your mind? You showed up in such a huge way in multiple occasions for that match. Walk us through what was that like?
It was great. It was great to be back out there. And I think those games aren't easy. Portland's a really, really tough team to play against, and honestly a formidable opponent. We played them a couple times in preseason and we probably didn't perform as good as we wanted to. So to be able to go to their place in a packed stadium in some average conditions and get a result, I think it was really, really good. And I think that the team as a whole did really well to string together and to hold out the game. I mean, to go 2-0 up and then concede one and then get a red card, your sort of back's against the wall a little bit. But I mean, that's why we play footy, to get results like that and to play in games like those where it's maybe not in the most ideal conditions, but being able to play it and enjoy it and get a result was really, really nice.
Obviously, it's too early to predict. Kano says that he always plays the players that deserve it the most. You had this early Open Cup success. The next team up next would be the New England Revolution and MLS side. Impossible to say who's going to be between the sticks for that, but if you're given the opportunity, what does that speak to the way you can showcase your skills if you get the chance to line up against the Revolution for that home game here at Centerville Bank Stadium?
Yeah, that would be awesome if the opportunity presents itself, and I think Kano and Spraddy have done a really good job in giving opportunities to guys like myself and a few of the other guys that work really hard in training, and it doesn't just come for free. You have to put the work in, and you don't get you don't get free lunch, so it's always deserved, I think. So whatever the decision is, whoever starts in that game, wherever on the pitch, I think they're going to really enjoy it. I think it's going to be a big game for the team as a whole. To host an MLS team in this gorgeous stadium we've got, it's going to be a really, really nice spectacle.
Recovery-wise, the last time we saw you in the kit was the final for USL Cup. You hurt yourself, lower leg injury. How's the foot? How do you feel? You're obviously back at full strength to be playing, but overall, how was the recovery for that?
It was good. It was good. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened at a better time during the off-season. I only missed the final, obviously, and then the start of pre-season, so didn't really miss a whole lot of games. But I mean, with any injury, it's hard. Like mentally, that's sort of my first major injury where I was out for a period of time. But like I said, it was over the off season, so I wasn't away from the team for too long. So honestly, did a really good job with the trainers and the physios to get me back. All props to them, because there's no way I would have been able to do it by myself. Really good surgeon. So I was super happy with how I came back, and then I've been grinding ever since I've been back, so I've been really happy with it.
How have you been working on improving your game in this now new season here? I mean, you're practicing every day on a beautiful place. Mm-hmm. How have you been improving your game, and what's been Spraddy's words to you as you've been trying to showcase your skills?
Yeah, I think building off last season, we had a really good season, and I think personally for me, the second half of the season was really positive in training, and working on some deficiencies that I had, really going into this year, trying to build off that momentum that I got towards the end of last year, and then also fine-tuning my strengths as well. So really trying to become a complete goalkeeper and a complete player as a whole, and becoming more of a leader as well. This is my second season now. I'm no longer a rookie. And given the nature of the position, you sort of need to be a leader and sort of need to demand from the players. So working on that and keep working on the stuff that I need to work on. I think we do a really good job. Spraddy does a really good job in facilitating that for us and giving us the opportunity. And obviously now we've got this amazing stadium, amazing home. We can be in here almost every day, and we can be here after training for a couple hours if we wanted to, or an extra 30 minutes working, whatever. So we have the facilities to do it now, and the coaches are all for it. So it's been really, really good.
How's it been taking Will Meyer into the goalkeeping core? Have you been? You said a minute ago, leadership. Have you been kind of bringing him under your wing, so to speak, you and Koke? And how's that been, bringing him into the group?
Will's been great. I think he's a really, really welcome addition to the group, and I think Will's been around the professional game long enough that he doesn't really need to be under anyone's wing. He's been around the professional game longer than I have, but certainly I think bringing a new player into the squad, no matter how experienced they are, certainly you try and lend an arm around them, especially to welcome them in, especially if they don't know anybody or only know a handful of guys. But I think Will's a great guy off the pitch as well as on the pitch. He's a spectacular goalkeeper, so he's been a really, really welcome addition, and it's going to be an exciting year for sure.
Going back to kind of your Australian roots for a second, talking about like the A Football League and whatnot, rugby gets officially announced. First there's the women's game following immediately after the home opener, but now the championship. Does rugby excite you? Is that something you're going to be seeing as a personal fan of it when it comes here to Centerville Bank Stadium?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I wasn't really too much of a rugby fan back home, despite how big it is. Never really had anyone in the family that was playing too much rugby, but I'll for sure be out here. I mean, I love watching any sport, no matter what it is, and I think there'll be a few Aussies over here playing rugby in the league, so I'll definitely be able to get out, and I think it's going to be nice in the stadium, no matter what event it is. So to be able to get in the stadium as a fan, as a spectator, it's going to be really, really cool.
And then final question, it's the one burning on everyone's mind as we go into this weekend. If you look at it, it's a USL 1 team. You got the first look in the Open Cup. Could we see Jackson Lee between the sticks for this round 1 of the Jägermeister Cup? Is that something fans should be trying to excite? Obviously, you can't tip your hands if you know anything yet. Maybe you don't, but is it something that we hope to see, that you'll be playing against Westchester this weekend?
Yeah, you'll see on the weekend. Like I said before, with regards to the Revs game, whoever plays is going to be up for the challenge and is going to be ready. And ultimately, that's down to Kano and to Spratty as well. So if I do get the opportunity, I'm going to be ready and I'm going to give it my best shot and really try to get a result despite who the opponent is, whether it's USL 1 or MLS.
So Connor McGlynn and Prince Sadie know that you're going to be there as a wall if they take the chance.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Everything else good in your life? You enjoying the weather now? It feels like a second ago we were talking. This is home weather now. Everything good?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the weather's turning now, so I finally don't have to wear a hoodie outside and a puffer jacket, so it's nice. But yeah, this is the best time of the year. The spring's gorgeous in Providence, and the summer's going to be the same. And I think with the amount of competitions we're in, I think we've got a really good chance for success this year, and I think the warm weather is going to be a nice sort of way to kick that off, I think.
And final question, how's the locker room? 7 games, this will be the 7th. They were all away. That's tedious, that's stressful on any professional organization. Obviously, some of the results haven't gone the club's way. Overall, though, locker room still solid, still strong, everyone feeling good about what's coming and then getting these home games?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like you said, it was a tough start to the season, but I think regardless of who we play and where we go, I think it's going to be tough. There's so many good teams in this league, and the fact that we had a bunch of hard games at the start of the year it is what it is. We can't really do anything about it. And yeah, maybe some of the results didn't go our way, and we've been dealing with a couple injuries that maybe we didn't foresee, but I think the locker room itself is really tight-knit, and I think that stems from the coaching staff. They've given us the belief to really stay together and trust in the process. I mean, we had an average start last year as well, and look where that ended up. It's obviously tough comparing the end of last year to the start of here. You'd want to start better, and we all do. We all want more from these games that we think we should really get some points and get some wins out of. But then you've got to take 2 steps back and look at the schedule. Like, we're playing some really, really competitive teams away from home, and then some really tough trips. Like, we've gone to Oakland, we've got a couple, we went to Phoenix as well. But yeah, it doesn't get any easier. We've got a bunch of midweek games coming up. We've got to go Birmingham and Tampa away in the same week. So, I mean, that's just professional footy in the USL. Like, it's tough, and it's going to be the whole season like that. So it doesn't really phase us. You just got to move on and fix what you can fix while you're in the moment and move on.
Jackson Lee, ever the professional. We hope to see you this weekend in the net, and if not, we know that you're going to make a continued contribution to this club this year. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for your time, Matt.
Appreciate it.